Hello and welcome to another episode of Learning Computer Basics at UGenius 24. You're with me, Muhindo Mbarak. Today we are going to learn about headings of Microsoft Word. So why do we need to know headings? These headings, they help us to structure our documents, and they really help to organize our documents so that people who read our documents can understand what we are talking about in a document, or to navigate from one part to another part of a document. So Microsoft Office Word gives us ability to organize our content using headings. Now today we are going to look at them. So let's start. So I'll take an example. I want to write about Africa. So Africa is a big continent and there are a lot of topics to write about it. But me, I'm just going to write about some countries of Africa. And I'll divide them into sections. Okay, so I'll begin with the number one heading, which is what? Which is Africa. So to do that, I can make here maybe my main topic to be Africa, or I can say countries of Africa. So I'll come and search about Africa. Okay, Africa. Maybe I should come and search Africa, and then I'll have there a document of Africa on Wikipedia. So I'll come and paste it here. Okay, just plain text of Africa. So I want, maybe I should increase my font and make them 14, 16. Now I want this to be the main title of my of my document. So to do that, remember I have to press enter here first. Okay, so if I want this one to be the main title of my document, let me first save this document. I will make it to be heading 1. Oh, let us first write the content, then we shall organize the headings later. Okay, so I'll get a single paragraph about Africa and then put it here. So I'll paste there a paragraph about Africa from Wikipedia. So I can, to make it a little bit bigger, I can paste it 2 times, but you got the concept. So in Africa, we have regions of Africa. So we have East Africa, and so right here, East Africa, East Africa. Okay, so I'll come and copy and search about East Africa on Wikipedia. I paste, I search. So I'll see here some information about East Africa. So I'll also get the first paragraph of information about East Africa, and then I'll come and copy and paste it here. Okay, but remember, in East Africa we have countries. We have countries in East Africa, so I can make it 2 times so that it should be a little bit bigger. So we have some sub countries in East Africa, and we have Kenya and Tanzania and Uganda and Ethiopia and Rwanda and Somalia and many more. Okay, so I'm going to write also about these countries. So I'll come and copy. We have Kenya, so I'll come and copy and write here Kenya. So I'll paste it here, just Kenya. Okay, then I'll get only one paragraph about Kenya and just paste it below here, Kenya, and maybe paste it 2 times. That it should be a little bit bigger. So I'll come and get another East African country. I'll come and paste it, and then I'll come and copy this East African country, content about East African country, which is Tanzania. I'll paste 2 times. That should be a little bit bigger. Then 2 more remaining. I'll come and copy Uganda. I'll paste Uganda, and then I'll come and get 2 paragraphs of Uganda. I paste them here, and again paste them here. So that should be a little bit bigger. And then lastly, I'll come and get Ethiopia and paste it there, and get a paragraph about Ethiopia and paste it also there. Okay, and paste it there like 2 times. Okay, so that's my simple document. Okay, I can still copy the same document and make it twice and make the same for East Africa. And just to save time, I'll just come and search West Africa. Okay, West Africa. So that's West Africa, and I can come just and copy this and put West Africa down here. Okay, West Africa, and then I make it like that, and then I'll come and copy this content, the same content, just to save time, you know. I'll come and copy the same content of East Africa and paste it under West Africa. Okay, and paste it under West Africa. So where is it? It's down here. I'll paste it here. Okay, there we go. So I'll maybe change only the countries. Here we're having West Africa, and let me get some countries in West Africa. We have where are they? 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 West African countries. We have Ivory Coast. And so West Africa, we have Ivory Coast. So I'll paste there Ivory Coast, which is Abidjan, capital city. I'll come and copy this Ghana. I'll come and paste, instead of Tanzania, I'll paste Ghana. Press enter, and then I'll paste the Gambia. Copy the Gambia. Instead of Uganda, I'll paste here the Gambia. So you can see how I'm structuring my document, but I've not done the real business of structuring. And then Guinea-Bissau, I'll paste it here. Okay, Guinea, and then there we go. Yeah, so at this moment I'll stop from there. Now let's look at how we can organize our document before we look at it. So okay, I'll assume that my document starts there, but it is better to start the document on a new page, and then this page you leave it for the front page or the design of the front page. So if I want this front page to be just made for the design or the picture front page, I'll just come and say insert and then say page break. So page break will break the page and make sure that this page is left free. Now if I want like every country to start at its own fresh page, I can as well do the same, but I can again come and organize. For example, this Uganda, it's not fitting here, so if I wanted to start a fresh page, I'll come and click before the word Uganda, I say break the page, and then to be on the fresh page. Let us see this West Africa. It is at a good new fresh page, but if I want to make sure that this West Africa should start a new page, then I'll come and click on break new page, then to start also at a fresh page. But I'll just leave it there to save time. I'll see this Ghana, I want it on a new page because you see it is not fitting there. So I'll put my mouse before Ghana, I click on new page, break the page, then I will have such a document. So Guinea-Bissau, I can also make it start a new page by simply click page break, or I press enter to make it on a fresh page. So there we are. Now the point is, now we want to organize our project. We want to organize our documents that it should be well structured, because right now it is not structured. So we need headings. So this is the main thing that I'm talking about, which is Africa. So it's going to be the heading 1. Our headings range from 1 up to 6, but always recommend that you should not go beyond heading 4. So this is heading number 1. So not number 1, but it's going to be the main topic of a heading. So I'll make it heading 1. It's the biggest heading. So I click on heading and then click on home, and then I come and click on heading 1. I hope you can see this. So I click on heading 1. So it will be made and heading 1 like that. So I'll come and select East Africa. East Africa is under Africa, so this will be heading 2. East Africa cannot be heading 1 because this one is under Africa, so it will have to be heading 2. So I'll make this one to be heading 2. Okay, so it is a subheading of heading 1. So Kenya is also under East Africa, but East Africa, remember, is heading 2. So Kenya has to be heading 3. So I'll click on Kenya and be heading 3. So if I come to Tanzania, but Tanzania is also under East Africa, yet East Africa is heading 2. So Tanzania and Uganda and Kenya, they're on the same level. So I'll make this one to be heading 3, because Kenya and Uganda, and Tanzania, the same level, and both of them, they're under East Africa, which is heading 2. So this one has to be heading what? Heading 3. So I'll click on that Tanzania, and make it heading 3. So we come Uganda and also make it heading 3. We come to Ethiopia, is also heading 3, because all of them, they are the same level. Then we come to West Africa. I'll insert a page break. West Africa. This is not at the same level with the country level. It is under Africa. And remember, Africa is the main heading 1. So this has to be heading 2. So I'll select this one to be heading 2. And then I click here and then home. And then I click on heading 2. Then I come this Abidjan heading 3, because it's under West Africa. So I'll make it heading 3. And then Ghana, Accra, heading 3. Country Gambia, heading 3. And then Guinea-Bissau, I'll insert it a page break, so make sure that it always a new line on a new page. I also click on home, heading 3. Then that's all. So we have structured our document. Even though we click here on the review, on the navigation. Where do you put the navigation? I just forgot. There is how you put the navigation on this side, but at this moment we shall just stay focused on on the work. So we have structured our document, so you can be creative and structure it in your own way. Maybe you're writing a poem, maybe you're writing a novel, maybe you're writing a report. You can structure your document in that way, like heading 1 follows another heading. So by writing headings like this, it will give us a big control when you're producing this project. For example, I can format all my headings in one format. For example, I can say, if I click on heading 1, I right click on it, not clicking, but right click on it. Then I say modify. It will give me ability to format all the heading 1s in a single in a single way, rather than going and checking heading 1s. For example, I can say all my heading 1s should have the color of this maroon, and I say all my heading 1 should have the blue, should be bolded, and should have the font of Calibri body. Okay, and then all the heading 1s should be centered. All the heading 1s should be spaced with this kind of space. Okay, I can increase the space between the heading 1 and the content. I can reduce it 1, and then I click on OK. And then it's okay. I click here on update automatically. So if I click on update automatically, then you can see all the heading 1s have been centered and I've got the color that I formatted. I can again come and right click and then I say modify. I say all the heading 1s should have the font 18. So if I say font 18, you'll see all the heading 1s will increase their fonts. Then I can come and format the heading 2s. So I'll right click here on heading 2, right click, not to click. So if I say modify, I'll come and say maybe all my heading 2s should have a little bit black. Not exactly red. Okay, red color, no problem. Okay, no, I want to make it a little bit different. You should have a blue color. I can still play with these colors using this color wheel, you see. But you shouldn't change colors if you don't have a reason why you should too. I'm just showing you, I'm using this as just an example. Then I can send the font size. The font size of heading 1s were 18, so I can send this one to be 17 or 16 or 18. I can make this one to be 18. So all my heading 2s, they'll have 18. So I'll come and say all my heading 2s, they should have font size of Calibri body, no problem, and they should be bolded also. And they should be centered if I want to, or you should leave them the way they are, or they should be separated from the content with this height, something like that. Okay, or they should be near the content by this height, you see, or they should have a certain indent. Okay, or I leave it, you see, I'm trying to push them in front. You can even do that. So if I say automatically update, so you see all my heading tools, which are the the regions of Africans, you see all of them, East Africa, have got the same format. So the heading, structuring your document with the headings does not end there. The advantages, still you can go ahead and format the heading 3s and give them, maybe all of them they should be underlined. Maybe all of them they should have font size 14, 16. Maybe they should be bolded, and maybe all the heading 3 they should be centered. It's just up to you. And maybe they should have a certain font style. I'll leave it this one, my favorite font style. So I'll say automatically update all of them, and then say okay. So you see all the heading tools have been updated. So that gives me full control across my document. When I get the idea about what I should do, I don't need again to navigate through the whole document. I can just navigate to the headings, and I format them the way they want. So lastly, and the most important part, is that we can create a table of content for our readers to navigate through our document easily. So I'm going to create here a fresh page for table of content by simply coming here and say insert page break. So this is the fresh page. You see that I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this page to create table of content. So I'll click on that page, and then I'll click on reference, and then you see table of content. So if I click here on table of content, they'll ask me to choose a style that I want. Maybe I should choose the style 1. Then I say style 1, then I say okay. Then you'll see, boom, our table of content will be generated, and this will be very useful for our readers to know the structure of our document and to simply navigate through our document. You see, Africa is on, then the main topic is on page 3. We have East Africa is on page 3. Then the countries under East Africa, they are here, and you can see how it is structured. Africa, East Africa, then Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, they're on the same level. Then West Africa is the same level with the East Africa, because both of them are regions. And then the countries under West Africa, they are that. So if I change something inside the heading, maybe, you see Ivory Coast, I put Abidjan, that was a city, but I want Ivory Coast, not Abidjan. So I'll remove Ivory Coast, and then it means that if we come to a table of content, it is still Abidjan. So if I want to update it, I just simply right click on it. If I just simply come here on top and then say update table of content. If I say entire table, I just say okay, then you see Abidjan will be updated automatically. So that's how we play with headings, and that's how we do what? And that's how we structure our document. And you can be as creative as possible and use this structuring way in different ways, in novels, in reports, in books, in any way that you want to use. And if I save this document as a PDF, so I'll come to File, Save As, then I select, maybe it should be saved on my desktop, okay, and then I select it to be a PDF, okay, file type PDF. If I click on Save, then I open as PDF. There it is. Now it is a PDF file, okay. Now you see this heading, they can, when I point at them, they can be good for the readers. Assume that my book is 1,000 pages, so they are clickable. So if the reader wants to read about Ethiopia, he wants to read about Ghana, you just simply click on Ghana and you'll be taken to the page of Ghana without any hassle. So that's why we need to know how to structure our documents with headings. So I hope you understood. If you didn't, please put your problem in the comment section. I'll respond to you. And I hope you've used these 20 minutes to learn something great in your life. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And remember to come back here to check for other useful computer knowledge techniques. And thank you for watching.